I'm back. That took a little too long. The song ended. So the stream was just sitting in silence. Oh yeah, I'm gonna text Ed, make sure he knows I'm streaming Valhalla. Because I know he likes to watch. Still got like half my peanut M&Ms left, so I'm gonna be munching on those, which is fine. I don't know why my hand cam looks like that on that scene. Oh well. It says he'll be watching from bed. Why is my hand cam... Oh, I know why. That's unfortunate, but I can figure it out. You are just in time, Berzul. Yeah, I was readjusting my drink cam. Oh, whoops. I need to recapture the game. I screwed it up. Okay. That's about right. So are we getting evicted or what? Well, this is one of the few things I wouldn't want spoiled for me, and he didn't spoil it for me, but Zmeon hinted that you're not necessarily screwed if you don't make rent. And regardless, the game does not instantly end if you don't make rent like I suspected it would. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen. I mentioned this last night, but it says you have basically until February to leave. So I'm like, I mean, the bar is closing within the next few months, and I really doubt the game is going to go into February unless it starts skipping days. So, like, I'm wondering if it even matters. I'm wondering what's going to happen. Also, I'm glad you made it, Ed. Please stay comfy in bed. Oh yeah, give me 1 sec. I'm checking something in Discord. Okay. Alright, I am ready. I made a whole bunch of different saves for day 18. Wait, why are these all so different? Oh, because I was reading the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, these should all be the same. So, for anyone who wasn't here yesterday, we were not able to make rent. We needed $10,000 to pay rent. I only made it up to $88.16, and this is despite the fact that I've been getting flawless bonuses on a pretty consistent basis. There are a few days where I could have done things more efficiently, and I have no doubt that it is possible to make rent in this game. But damn, it must be hard. You must have to be pretty much perfect. Whatever the case, didn't make rent. That's life. Here I am, trying to make my way in the world. I'm gonna see what happens. And Jill, as you can see, is quite worried about ending up sleeping in the streets. Or not buy some items. Yeah, I mean, if you like buy no items, then, I mean, you could still do everything as long as you, the player, know what the drinks all are. That's no fun, though. I want to buy Jill everything she wants. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, I forgot my shot glass. Let me grab that. You had no problem making rent and buying Jill every item she asked for? Well, la-dee-da. Yeah, you also weren't drinking while playing. I don't know, I mean, I feel like I've gotten flawless bonuses most days. One thing I will say is I haven't been, for most days I have not been trying to choose more expensive drinks over other drinks. Like, usually when I pick a drink for a customer, I don't pay attention to its cost at all. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Whatever the case, this is the situation I'm in, and I've made lots of different save files, so I'm just gonna stick with it and see what happens. Exactly, Toaster. Let's see. This looks like a new thread. Oh wait, no it's not, we read this yesterday. New augmented eye article. New Lilim regulations. The current regulations preventing Lilim from looking too human have been working well so far, but Glitch City's government is planning to create even more new laws so as to enforce robot-like features among the Lilim in a bid to reduce identity theft. Glitch City, the first nation to adopt the current standard in artificial intelligence and robotics, was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights so as to sustain a long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, the first year saw numerous reports of identity theft, resulting in the need for more stringent measures. It is unknown what kind of laws we will have in the future regarding their existence. That's actually something I've thought of before. Like, when thinking about science fiction worlds, I've always thought, like, you know, if robots were real and they could look just like humans, there would probably be regulation that would enforce that people would have some way of telling pretty easily that they're robots, you know? Try getting the keys from the pig. I already talked about this earlier, HJ. Dreadout literally glitched out, and that's why I couldn't progress in it. I figured it out. Anyway, after the Great Earthquake, salvage agents are the new rage. The Great Earthquake that sank large portions of the world 5 years ago also created an unexpected profession, salvage agents. Summer Aki is one of these salvagers, and she shares her experience with the augmented eye, seeing big cities like Tokyo and places like Karaka several kilometers below the ocean's surface. That's something that gets to you, you know? Millions lived there before the Great Earthquake, and it's on me to retrieve their memories, their lives. Aki is now working to retrieve items from a research facility in the Tanegashima Island in Japan. Huh. That's interesting. That's an interesting bit of world building. Yeah, I was playing it more off-stream, HJ. I played it for like an hour or two the next day off-stream, and I did what I needed to do, apparently, but like I still wasn't progressing, and after about another hour of playing, I just gave up and looked up a walkthrough, and according to what I saw in the walkthrough, something that was supposed to trigger earlier just didn't trigger, and so the key to the cabinet didn't spawn, and at that point I was just like, okay, I'm done. Hey, what's up, robots? Just in time for some bartending. Where's Glitch City again? I don't think it ever specifies. I get the feeling it's not, in Japan, but I feel like it's not in America or, like any... How do I put it? Well, you know, I don't know how to put it, really. Like, I mean, whatever the setting is, it's like, it could be anywhere, but just like, life has changed so much, it's practically unrecognizable. I don't know. You're probably just not supposed to know. That's a deep thought for someone who sounds like a pinup girl. The burnt figure puzzle? You mean, like, where you take the picture of, like, the main area and you get the photograph of all the girls who were hung? You mean that one? I did that. And according to what I understand, after that I should be able to get a key from a desk. And that key just never spawned. Anyway. I mean, the game was pretty buggy up to that point in a variety of other ways, so I wasn't terribly surprised. It was just, yeah. It is what it is. Grand Slam Fighters crowns a new heavyweight champion. Glitch City's most popular pro wrestling promotion crowned a new heavyweight champion yesterday with giant Yusuke taking the gold from fellow Japanese wrestler Justin Liger. After previous champion 66 American Kid was forced to relinquish the title due to a head injury, GSF decided to hold a tournament to find a new title award holder. The match ended after an epic 30-minute bout, with Giant Yusuke applying a massive German suplex for the 3 count. During an interview with AE, Giant Yusuke told us, through a translator, that he's waiting for 66 American Kid to recover. I won't rest until I beat him clean. Oh boy. Makes me want to get into pro wrestling. TBH. Yeah, get some water, GameBot. We're gonna need to stay hydrated. I once again forgot to read all of Jill's reactions to those stories. I'll read them later. Let's go to work. Friday, December 30th. Good evening. Gil, are you humming Shine Spark? Ah, hey Jill. You okay? You in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they've fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations. I haven't seen you this happy since... well, never. Here she is. Today's escapades will bring us to a familiar place, and... shit. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna... Not so fast, flat bartender. If that's even your real name. Last time, my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out. So, I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Eh? Do I have something in my face? This guy totally fucked. No doubt about it. That gleam in his eyes is unmistakable. He's out of there. See ya. Whatever, just keep it down. Ah, Jill, you're hit. Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here. Oh, sorry. I'll be back in my office then. Anyway. How do I premium? Let's see. What have I not had in rotation in a while? Haven't had Umemoto in for a while, and that's like my second favorite, so I'll put that back in. New avatar. Oh, how about this one? Yeah, I'll put that in. Okay, that's good enough for now. Hey kids, wanna die? Did someone raise Streaming Chan's shirt while she was sleeping in the bar? I have a feeling she raises her own shirt often enough during her regular streams that that wouldn't be enough to account for an increase in views. Yeah, I guess so. She's out of here. Hey, Betty and Deal. You are too happy and you are too mopey. What happened? I was right. That Lara girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Say, that girl... I'm not here. Sorry. Isn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways. Betty was right, and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. evicted. Holy shit, that's a new low for me. Yeah, she's thinking about it. She's gonna be distracted. Traditionally brewed beer has become a luxury, but this one's pretty close to the real deal. Bubbly, classic, vintage. Yeah, I don't know GameBot. There was one time Jill asked me to buy like a magazine that came with a download of a song, and that unlocked a song. But I don't know what to do about the rest. So I don't know how I'm gonna start tonight. I think I'll finish up this bottle of coffee liqueur tonight. So I'll start off with a little White Russian shot. This is actual creamer right here. Actually, I think I'll just have that. I'll just have that and not the vodka. Hey, Tokudani. Let's see what you are linking by him. Oh, this. Oh yeah, I liked this tweet earlier today. It's good. Oops. Good tweet. Good outfit. Good Halloween. What's up, Dragon? Reminder that if you drink your coffee anyway but black, you're gonna have strong opinions about it. Well, I mean, this isn't coffee. This is coffee liqueur, so I don't know what to tell you, my friend. Arm hair? Yeah, dude. Sorry, my body produces testosterone. What can I say? What's the sweetest way to drink coffee? In a milkshake, I guess. That's probably the sweetest way. It just played the same song twice. I just put it in rotation. Oh, Bravima, what are your options you asked earlier? Or not Bravima, Brazul. I'm not sure what you were asking. You mean like what to do about the getting evicted thing? I don't know, and I'm kind of waiting to see how that's gonna play out. Anyway, let me give her this beer. Woo! So the girl was actually infatuated with him. You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliche for my taste. Brrr. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. I was right. Oh wait, what? What's going on with my webcam here? Get in the right spot. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your coworker. Holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Gil. How? That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to deal though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a Bloom Light. Okay. A Bloom Light and something non-alcoholic. Let me make the Bloom Light first. 1, 2, 3, 4 Adelhyde, 1 Petter Delta, 2 Flannerguide, 1, 2, 3 Carmitrine. Aged on the rocks, mixed. It's so unnecessarily brown. Spicy, promo, bland. Let me take a drink and then I'll catch up on chat. For this one, give me a sec. I'm gonna go with something a little unusual and actually pretty stupid. If anyone out there is like a top-tier patrician drinker, you may or may not be about to laugh at this choice. But this is what I have around, and, you know, I'm going to learn my way around the landscape of drinks through trial and error. This is going to be part OJ. Pretty big part OJ, because honestly I don't know how this is going to be overall. How is it spicy and bland? Your guess is as good as mine. It's the future, yo. Actually, I'll drink a little of this OJ because I don't want the whole shot to be half OJ. Okay. And a tad bit of my spiced rum. And some spiced black rum. Why did I get this? Well, I wanted to make a drink tonight that looked Halloween-y. Something that was pure orange and black. Orange and black. That's what I was going for. Didn't end up like I wanted it. I did a test drive earlier, and let me show you what happens. It's brown. What looks Halloween-y about this? Probably nothing, because there is nothing about it that looks good. It doesn't look aesthetic. So let me take this shot. Okay, so that's the bloom light. Let me catch up on chat. Producing testosterone doesn't mean you have to look like a damn monkey. It does to me. Oh, I'm sorry, Brazil. Yeah, you were asking about my drinking options. Well, I've pretty much answered your question since then. I've got some coffee liqueur, I've got my vodka, I've got my black rum, and I've got my pumpkin spice rum. I've also got a few mixers on hand. I thought I would experiment a little bit tonight, but as you could see, the first experiment did not go well, so that's just how that is. It's very sad. Oh yeah, the stuff y'all were saying about the bloom light. Yeah, they were actually talking about that in the game. It's like sriracha. You love it, and then you become used to it. Also, if you want a story, you woke up today at 5 a.m. only to meet somebody going to sleep at the same time they were drunk. That's all of the story. I enjoyed that story. Vodka is for mixing with melted Jolly Ranchers and Kool-Aid. That is one very good use of vodka. A large amount of testosterone leads to hairy arms and receding hairline. That sums up my physical appearance in a nutshell. Okay, that's pretty much chat caught up on. Let's make something non-alcoholic for our boy Deal. The most expensive... Well, let's just go with the Bleeding Jane. It's more expensive than average, and it's non-alcoholic. 3 Flannerguide. Say the name of this drink 3 times in front of a mirror and you'll look like a fool. Spicy, classic, sobering. Need to drink for this as well. I think I may stop pouring shots here before long and just have a glass of drink so it doesn't take me so long every time I want to take a drink. There's my OJ. There it is. Pouring the OJ out of this cup without spilling it is hard as fuck. It's one of those drinks where it's not like, where it's too rounded on the edge. Oh yeah, that's blended. Here y'all go. Thanks. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Look at her face. She's pissed off. Dielo's asking Jill for advice and not her. Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. Is that a Mumbo number 5 reference? I think it is. Fucking deal. Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict? I feel like I could have a girlfriend with all of those flaws and be fine with it. Snores like a pig might bother me. That's about it. Too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler, and chews with the mouth open. That one I couldn't take. That one would be an instant breakup. What do you think, Jill? That you must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean, about piece of scrap situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Gil? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? That's not funny, Jill. What about... Sneaky Sneaky? I'll be damned, she actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her out sometime, get to know her. Maybe she'll change her mind, maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilim. So, I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are humans, and... these things are humans in all but organs nowadays anyway. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella's a good catch if I say so myself. And like I said, humans in all but organs. And you've surely encountered Lilim that you sometimes forget are not humans. Well, we live in weird times, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilim, though. Well, which city is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilim integrations, so... Anyway, just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite the uninspired advice, if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. I don't think I'll forget that one. I'm reading chat. You would have needed 2 drinks of different densities, so that one sits on top of the other. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I just figured I'd give it a shot and see if it would work, but no. Oh, grats, GameBot. Grats on your candy. Only hot feet, please. Nice robots. I want a cute Lulin girlfriend. Fringe weaver, and a fringe weaver it is. Piano Man, 2 Adelheid, 1, 2, 3 Bronson Extract, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Petter Delta. I think I might remove that song next time. It's a good song, but it's like, it's a little grating in a way when I'm trying to play my relaxing bartender simulator. On the rocks. That's the Piano Man. You know what? I think I'll do what I said I would do and just drink out of a cup. Cupu. See what I got. I'll just use the cup I'm using for my orange juice and pour some of the spice rum into it. Oh yeah, I didn't actually take a drink of it. That's good. The OJ and the spice rum is a good mix, I think. I've never been in the Navy, by the way. Don't let the cup fool you. Okay, so that's the Piano Man. Let's make the Piano Woman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Adelheid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Bronson Extract, 1, 2 Petter Delta, 1, 2, 3 Finer Guide, 1, 2, 3 Carmitrine, aged, mixed. And take a drink for the Piano Woman. Here. And now we reach a stalemate. I'd normally take the Piano Man, but I feel like there's a symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order like that, then? Look at her, dude. Wow. I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't, for the life of me, leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know? Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't leave me? I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh yeah. We're holding a small New Year's party this Sunday. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine, we'll be here, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Jill. Please come again. Party? I'd love to go. But I told everyone that on this Sunday I'd begin the new year with a party myself, so... Sorry. Notice that Jill never invited her. I totally forgot she was already here. Man, that was such bliss. Still, I can see how the traffic spiked. Things can get fun here. And just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty. What? What did I give her that was nasty last time? Maybe a bad touch? Maybe something bitter? I'm thinking something bitter. Bitter promo bland. Grizzly Temple. I need to give her something with Karmatrine though, and a gut punch. Has Karmatrine, and it's bitter, manly, and strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Did I miss bath time? She definitely called you Bill when she left. Yeah, I think this will work. Aged. Take a drink. Gut punch. Hey kids, wanna die? Wiener. Thank you for helping to make Wiener a meme, GameBot. They're such a cute non-couple. They are. I think the odds are pretty good, Toaster. Here's your gut punch, baby. This is the... Hold on. It was nasty, alright. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. Eh? It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you get your own copy of my theme song. No, thank you. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I mean it, no thank you. Well, too late, it's already in your player. That can't... How in the ever-loving fuck did you do it? Magic. That's bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time you talked about this place like it was zany heaven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like. Good question, where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know. Fake advertising. Let me browse the music player for, what she's talking about. Well, I guess it wouldn't be the jukebox, would it? Since it would have to replace something. I guess it's just, Jill's collection. What was the button to make comments appear? Huh? Wow, you're right. I did not know about this. This is the power I've always dreamed of. This is what streaming Chan sees every day. How do I dinko? You can do it even when streaming Chen isn't there. That's very dangerous information to share with me, thank you. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know. Now that I think about it, maybe Boss just donated money to this Sira thing. and then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I miss them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what did you say? I was asking if there were any new stories. This is not a newspaper, you know, nor is it a crazy stories-on-demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie, and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing. I meant... So shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason, and I want to find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us the story of who he fucked. He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but... Then I want to hear it! Well, Kiramiki came yesterday again. You're shitting me. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time? Well... If I may interject. You been listening, boss? The walls are pretty thin. Oh. Anyway, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Let's see. Why? I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit there and she just comes waltzing over. It's not fair. Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? Well, you're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like the last time. A really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know, you hear? Not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. Not taking any chances. Ah, I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will ya? Something girly. Oops. Let's find the most expensive girly thing there is. 170, I believe that's it. Oh yeah, Moonblast, 180. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Saddlehide, 1 Petter Delta, 1 Flanner Guy, 2 Karmatrine, on the rocks. No relation to the Hadron Canyon you see on the moon for 1 week every month. Sweet girly happy. Take a drink. I shouldn't have skipped November's rent to pay that mobile game debt. Yo, we got a waifu's number. You want Anna to mac you up? I feel like Anna is, perhaps more trouble than whatever she's worth. But we'll see. Somebody's trying to talk to me in Discord. I have to see what they're telling me. I'll tell you what they're telling me when I see it. Let's see. Oh, man. Okay, I answered my friend in Discord. I told you that I would tell you what they sent me. Long story short, they were asking me for a second opinion on something. That's all there really is to say. It was very boring. So, Jill skipped November's rent to pay mobile game debt. I like it. I like that we can see that Jill absolutely does not have her shit together. When the game was recounting her experiences with, I can never remember her name, Lenore, her ex-girlfriend Lenore, the game made it seem like Jill was like just this like top class, always has it together, totally responsible kind of person. I don't know. I guess there are some people like that who can still like amass debt, right? I don't know. I shouldn't have even started this whole line of thinking that I'm putting forth, because I guess it's something that actually does happen for people who have their shit together to do stupid shit occasionally and like even risk throwing it all away. I wonder what she would have said if you didn't pay the porn subscription. You know, I wonder, yeah, like I wonder what would have happened if I had skipped the porn subscription, but I had bought her the vibrator. Like, would that be enough to assuage her stress, her tension? Would that just make up for it all? I don't know. What thing are you talking about, Tiger? What thing that I was going to link? I don't remember. You need material. Well, yeah, but I don't know. I feel like, you know, this may be a bad aspect of the cyberpunk future of 2070X, but why doesn't she just torrent some porn, yo? Oh, the forum I used to post to. Well, it wasn't a forum. It was a submission I made to somewhere. It was a submission I made to a certain website. I'm gonna take a second look at it right now because I'm slightly buzzed. I'm not drunk. I'm only slightly buzzed, and because of that, I'm going to take a quick look at what it is I submitted and see if there are any threads people might be able to follow that I am not happy with following. With people following. Okay, I'm not going to link it today. I'll have to give it further review some other time when I have some more free time, but I will leave you with this quote from my past self, from my 14-year-old self. Please enjoy. Thanks, Redhead. You really helped me out. Anyway, I've been sitting here doing basically nothing for 500 years. Let's serve streaming Shanghai Mars Blast. Here. Phew. Let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you. Yeah? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. What? Joe hates me. It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey. You are curious, right? About Fuckboy's partner? Wanna know who it was? Do you know? Maybe, maybe not. That maybe not settles it then, not taking any chances. Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there. It's nothing really. Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey Joe, inner and outer voice, remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. Say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go to commando. Huh. But, come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog, you can't just ask me to roll over, you know. Mind if I entertain you a bit then? Best boss! You and Gil take a break. I'll entertain the missy here. Alright. Jill, by that I meant take Gil with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road and right into a truck's grill. Heh, a grilled Gil. Right. Alright, Gil, come with me. I think she is going to show her wrestling. Anna, please, I follow you on Twitter. Remember new song, I will. It's now safe to keep playing. Thanks, Sukeban Games. Oh, here we go. Want one? No thanks, I don't smoke. Alright, I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She's sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So who was the lucky girl? So it was a guy? Never thought you swung that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl, and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easier for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know to get through to you. And you make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that idol girl came yesterday again, I looked up her discography, and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No. Why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, it would just feel weird. Well, that's that for the break. Let's go back. Right. Oh, and Gil. Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. What did we unlock? What do I not recognize? A neon glow lights. Here it is. Oh, it's streaming chat's theme. I'm glad I have that unlocked, but it would feel weird having that in rotation because then it would show up when streaming chat isn't here, which I feel like shouldn't happen. So I'm not putting that in rotation. Although I'm quite happy for the option. Did the New Year's party happen? No, not yet, rats. We're getting there. You'll destroy Dorothy's underage robo-pussy? Probably not. Considering how often she comes in the bar, I feel like he actually wouldn't be too hesitant to admit to that. You know, seeing how it's legal and everything, because, you know, she's a robot. When will I get my own theme song? When I learn how to compose music, I guess. I'm gonna turn my fan up a little bit. I'm getting a little warm. Hopefully you can't hear it too much in the background. Shouldn't be too much louder. In prologue, he said he'd never do it. Huh. Fair enough. Anyway, I think... Well, let's see what I have in stock here. What is Base of the Titans? I'm not crazy about that first few seconds of it, but I think I'll put it in. Put that in as well. Fine, Zmayon, because you begged for it. And that's that. Back. What were you two doing back there? Speak of the devil. Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, what did you two really fuck? John has the face of a man who fucked to death recently. See, Gil, you're making it too obvious. How? What will you have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right... Eh? What? Nothing. She doesn't usually get a gut punch. See, this is what I don't like about having Mr. Rent. Like, Jill almost always has... She has some comment on the drink she's currently serving, or the situation she's currently in. And she, I mean, now she's just repeating the same lines about, you know, how she's distracted. Oops. Oh my god. The girls in this are really cute. Yeah. I don't know, robots. I don't know how much you know about this game or what you know about, like, Dorothy, but... I mean, I don't know. I think it's worth taking a long, hard thought about whether you actually want to be Dorothy. She is extremely cute, though. That's for sure. Either way, I'm going to load her up with Karmatron. Yeah, I know that's Mayon, but she, she also has, like, hints. I mean, she also has, like, what do you call it? She just has, like, a unique commentary for every situation. Okay, yeah, I was about to say robots. Yeah, you want her body, not her backstory. Fair enough. Personally, I don't want to get gangbanged by pedophiles every day, but, whatever. If that's one's desire, who am I to argue? Let me take your advice. Who said it? Phantom, let me take your advice and give her a Piano Woman and see what happens. I'll probably load immediately after, because I expect this to not actually be the thing, but we'll see. I'm at 43,160. Here. Come on, this is wrong. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna click through everything because I forget what the button is to skip for real. Also, what the fuck is that what actually happens to her? Yeah? Because she looks like a child and she works as a prostitute, yeah. Oh, you're playing Franbo Pickles? No, it's not a rape. She's, it's all paid for and consented to. Anyway, that's good, Pickles. I'm enjoying the game so far. I'm not sure how I feel about, not to spoil anything because I don't know how deep you are into the game, but oh, my stream. Okay, thank you for telling me. I completely forgot to change it. I'm having a lot of trouble using this keyboard right now. That's a positive outlook on life, robots. I can't argue with that. Wiener. Bukake sounds like a fun time. It doesn't to me. I mean, I'm the wrong person to ask, I guess, because I'm ultra straight, but, I mean, like, I don't know. From the most practical perspective possible, it just seems like... It seems like you'd never get that shit out of your hair, you know? Maybe I'm thinking about it from too much of a practical perspective. I don't know. That's very true, Toaster. This is Dorothy we're talking about. That's a good point, robots. This is Mayon. Okay, anyway. Let me get back to where I was. Give Dorothy her drink of choice. A gut punch it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 Flanagite. Optional Karmatron. Load her up. Give her that Karmatron. I think I took a drink already for the last time I made this drink, but I'm taking it again. Oh, well, you're talking about, like, real-life robots. Yeah, totally. But, in terms of, like, Dorothy in the game, it was actually established, like, she's a robot. And it was established, like, they actually go through a phase of mental maturity, and she completed her maturity within 1 year. Which I found to be pretty interesting just from, like, a science fiction robot perspective. Not really related to what you're talking about, but, I don't know, it reminded me of it. Probably another hour, Colin. Anyway, here you go, Dorothy. Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. You okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lilim tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs, and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235 times. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I said I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations you could make a seismograph with them. Huh. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking up all of that suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I felt like I'm here, right now. Glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet now. Well, that's interesting. Something sweet. I shouldn't have skipped October's rent to buy that Wi-Fi router dildo. Jill, you are my girl. Something sweet. Could give her a piano woman. I think I'll give her the most expensive sweet drink I can, which I believe is a Moonblast. Nope, it's a Brandtini. It's a piano woman, actually, so never mind. I am giving her her old favorite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It was originally called Pretty Woman, but too many people complained there should be a piano woman if there was a piano man. Sweet promo, happy aged, mixed. Take a drink. Let me catch up on chat. This looks like some juicy shit. Have fun, GameBot. Even though you're probably already gone. It's okay, Colin. Nothing interesting happening anyway. Oh, he's gone too. Do you think Dorothy knows the chemical composition of cock? She probably knows that better than anything. Good comment, Redhead, that you made earlier. Really helps me out. Yeah, me too, Burzul. That's, she did talk about that a little bit when we first talked to her in the game. I feel like you could come up with some really interesting shit about that. Um, I, what is this again? Digital Drive, right? This fucking amazing song. I'm just reading chat right now. I'm catching up. HJ, okay, come on, dude. What the fuck does right or wrong mean? Give me a break, dude. I understand, like, you know, obviously humanity is in constant search of what is right or wrong, but I mean, I don't know, you can't just throw all that out the window. Give me a break, dude. Jill, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Yeah, she's apparently skipped out on rent 2 months in a row. For a dildo and a video game. Jill. The only standard by which you could objectively judge anything is whether it helps the human race survive. See, it's interesting. I mean, I have to disagree with that big time, HJ. Like, because I feel like if you say other metrics of morality are subjective, then you have to say that one is subjective too. Some people just don't give a fuck if the human race survives. Some people prefer it if it doesn't. I disagree with them, but I feel like if you're going to say, I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard like your whole line of reasoning, but I feel like, well, that's the thing, HJ. If you think morality as a whole is subjective, then you can't say that the idea of humanity surviving is objective, objectively good. Anyway, we disagree. Obviously, I need to stop myself right there because I'm getting close to drunk, and I'm not about to get into a conversation like this while I'm drunk. You guys can hash it out in chat if you want, as long as it doesn't end up dominating the chat. Hopefully, Greedo. Hopefully not. Anyway, that's life. It's not 1830, redhead. That is indeed the most common one, Tiger. I know you were joking, redhead. Dude, what, do you think I seriously thought that you thought it was the year 1830? Also, I timed you out solely so that GameBot's pyramid could survive. Don't think I timed you out for any other reason. That's the only reason I timed you out. You should be untimed out by the time you hear this, so don't worry about it. You're good. We're all good. I just wanted GameBot's pyramid to be there. Let me get back to this video game. I don't remember if I took a drink for this drink or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and do another one. Just in case. Which means this cup is now empty, so I'm gonna move on to the next drink. Next, which is gonna be this. Where's this cup from? Bennigan's, there we go. It's still broken? What? How is it still broken? Whatever. Piano woman, here you go, baby. Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you, and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs, but after a bit, they'd just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same thing over and over. I said I'd get rid of this song. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you here right now, it's amazing. I don't know, makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Ah, you flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilim. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lilim manages to create biological life years from now, it will all have come full circle. So what I should take from this, what should I take from this is, you love me? Dude, she's making the face. She's making the face. Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with a sugar rush. Okay. The Dorothy making the good pick. Optional Karma Shrine. I don't have my vodka within arm's reach, so this is just gonna be coffee liqueur, and I may have poured too much in. I may end up regretting this, but we'll see. Thank you all for making the face, it really helps me out. Why do robots drink if they can't get drunk? They can. I can't remember what day, but at some point it was established that they indeed can. I wish I had... like, I'm tempted to go back and chat and read more about the conversation y'all were having. I kind of skimmed over it. I kind of want to comment on it. It's an interesting subject for me. But, like I said earlier, I think I'd be fucking retarded to get into it right now when I'm getting drunk. So, yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening. I hope you all can resolve it and or agree to disagree. Even HJ, who I believe has taken the nigh indefensible position of not believing in ethics at all. I believe HJ just wants what's best. I believe almost everybody just wants what's best. They just don't agree on what that is. That's a very dangerous kind of mischaracterization, Zmayon. I'm not gonna beg you to not say something like that, because it'll just goad you on more, but... and just know that it's a little bit dangerous. This is not really much of a White Russian. I mean, I don't have any vodka in it, for one thing, which is the most important ingredient of a White Russian. But it's also, like, mostly milk. I put a lot of coffee liqueur into it, but there was a lot of milk in the cup to begin with, so... Oh yeah, thank you, Redhead, for complimenting my Bennigan's cup. This cup, I think, is older than me, so dangerous ideas move the world around. I don't think this is that kind of situation. I don't think accusing me of something like that is gonna move the world around. Greedo's idea moves the world around, in my opinion. This is not a big fringe weaver, though. This is a sugar rush, so... I mean, either way, Dorothy's getting a lot of karma shrines, so here it is. There we go. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. So, I take it the solipsist problem got solved? Yeah. All the reality crisis started the other day. My guardian. Call her Mom. Nobody's judging you. Mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. Hang on. Decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. So Dorothy's girlfriend? Except she's not her daughter. It was a very emotional meeting. They both said they felt like they closed a long chapter. I was moved, but that's when it set in. Why was I moved? I never met any of them. So where do these feelings come from? Okay, so Dorothy's guardian's dead daughter's ex-girlfriend. Okay. Gotcha. That was hard to follow. Why do I feel things? Do I really feel them? What tells me someone else isn't pressing a button to make me feel that? What tells me I'm in my body? What is real? I'm screen capping this. Dorothy, you're adorable. Adorothyable. I think I've made that joke before. Oh, don't worry, by the way, I'm fine. Thank God, it was unnatural to see you down like that. Man, that go-go is a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee's too much of a prick, and Go-Go's tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Well, I tried, Jill. I'll be in my office. Cute little girl Lilin. Cam girl. Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, a Sugar Rush over here. Bartender. Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right. One, 2 Edelheid, 1 Petter Delta. Optional Karma Shrine. Based Dorothy Hayes. Getting Streaming Chan drunk. We are making history in this chat. You called some dude a racist when you were in America? I've never been outside of America, so I'm literally talking out of my ass here, and by literally I mean figuratively. But I feel like the average American is probably less racist than the average person in other countries. I mean, that's 100% based on like just the fact that we have a bigger mix of races in America than most other countries. I don't know if that's fucking true. Maybe it's not. That's just what it seems like to me. I think people generally pretty much get along. Obviously there are big problems still, but, you know. You believe studies have showed Americans are less outwardly racist, but not necessarily less prejudiced. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if you're in a situation where you're around people of other races, it's like even if you are a racist, it's like you still gotta live life, right? So you gotta like act like you don't hate them, I guess. I guess is the kind of logic that would make that work. Not exactly an ideal situation. You called a Japanese restaurant owner racist because he didn't want to let you in when you were drunk. Well, I mean, I imagine your drunkenness had something to do with that. Yeah, probably that too, Toaster. How do I premium? That is the question. There needs to be more cool racism? What, you mean like Moon Man? Moon Man's a little bitch. Moon Man can talk some shit, but I could beat him up. Okay, I'm just sitting here like staring at chat because I'm retarded. That's not cool, HJ. That's a retarded joke. That's like a 13-year-old joke, dude. I could come up with something more clever than that off the top of my head. Here. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So, what are you doing in my turf? Streaming Chen. Yes? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chen's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny you mention it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico Chen. I changed websites, so the name felt a bit out of place. Thus, I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chen, though, so I went along with it. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point, I was going to call myself Dolores Hayes. But then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. You guys, this game is the most cleverly written game I have ever played. We're 2 for 2 now, y'all. That is 2 times that the game has made me think that it was in a very... That's 2 times the game has made me think that it was being subtle and then being unsubtle in a way that ruined its previous subtlety, but then went on to make it so that the unsubtle moment was actually part of its cleverness. So it was like it tricked me, and then it tricked me again, and then it tricked me doubly, or triply. You remember, like a few nights ago, when they made the Dolores Hayes reference, and I was like, oh, that's stupid, that's too on the nose, that's too obvious. And here the game is acknowledging that the previous reference was too obvious. Give me a fucking break. What does India have to do with this? But then, I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so, I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See? Just need to say the right thing at the right time, and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard to get, you know it's true. Hey, Stream Girl. That's me. I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft to his lawyer, as it had a couple of additions, but, let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. Oh man, streaming Chen's VR model. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep, he cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld, even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, so now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind it if he jacked off to an image of me. But the contract? That's money you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal, were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people, seriously. Ah, dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know they can be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. Alright. 2 big beers, honey. 2 big beers? How about that? Who's Dolores Hayes, though? The, a character from the book Lolita. I'm very autistic, Tiger. Thank you for pointing it out. It really helps me out. Really appreciate it. What is this link? Why would you link this? When I thought about what she was talking about, I was thinking about that thing from Jackass, where they gave themselves paper cuts between their fingers. How awful. Two big beers. 1, 2 Adelhyde. 1, 2, 3, 4 Bronson Extract. 1, 2 Petro Delta. 1, 2, 3, 4 Flannerguide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Carmitrine. Big beer. Hello, Deadlock. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Traditionally brewed beer has become a luxury, but this one's pretty close to the real deal. Bubbly, classic, vintage. Take a drink. Umemoto. Just like Jose's Pepe. Here you go, girls. Cheers. Alright. I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Look at her face. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras, and man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just gonna stream over the water, I wanted some underwater action too. What'd you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. We just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and putting it in a bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs, sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep. Luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all a success, but it's also the last time I had sex on a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, felt like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or I would have surely died. Well, at least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex in a jacuzzi, my body got so hot the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive, I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapades the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure. Then count me in. I've got the perfect stories. Let's be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Bye, honey. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was this mega Santa. Wait, seriously? They left. A pair made in hell. At least they look like they're having fun. That method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? Were we in the same place? Here, Joe. What's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and keep it up. Well, tomorrow is the big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Either I'm getting old, or that girl was too much even for me. Okay, well we have over $10,000, so if I get a chance to negotiate a new contract for our apartment, I mean, I can handle it. Tubgirl.avi incoming. Hey rats, I'm not making anybody drink. Be careful, dude. Yeah, she told us the story about Mega Santas before, in a previous day. Yeah, late fees, of course. Anyway, I got that flawless service bonus as usual. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. It's 12:30, midnight 30, but I think I'm going to go for another day. Since the next day is the New Year's party, so we'll see what that's all about. Nothing new on Danger. There is something new on Danger U. Admin Chris. We wanted to stop the epic memeing for a while just to say thank you. Big thanks to each and every one of you who bought this game. Thank you for reaching up to the point into the game. Thanks to all your tweeting, all your questioning through Tumblr, all the emails, etc. Even though we couldn't answer every single thing, we can't stress how much we appreciate all the messages we got. Thank you very much. The road was rocky. Things weren't as smooth as we had hoped around the end of development. We even had some people actively trying to sabotage our work, but like Big Match John, we beat the odds and kicked out at 2. Thanks for reading through all of my nonsense. Hope it wasn't too heavy-handed. Let's fill the world with badass cuties. This thread is closed. Thank you, Sukeban. Thank you very much for the video game Valhalla, which I have enjoyed immensely. It's been my favorite game I've ever streamed, including all of my speed games. That's not a lie. The fact that I get drunk while I stream it might have something to do with it, might not. I can't tell. But that's life. Thanks, Sukeban. Augmented Eye is down for maintenance. Sorry for the inconvenience. Tweeting in the future? As if. Yeah, that was an interesting detail, Zmeon. It's interesting. I'm friends with a few. I don't want to go into detail because of, well, what I'm about to say might make it obvious, but I am friends with a few creative types who have a pretty good presence, who have an audience, and they all have had people try to sabotage them as well in a very, very arbitrary and autistic way. I think it's just a thing that happens to people who try to do anything creative. Probably. I don't know. That was a very vague thing for me to say, but that's all I should really say. You don't drink and you really enjoy it? Good. Getting drunk alone makes you alcoholic. Exactly. If it's over the internet, it's fine. So I guess that's all there is to read. Let's go to the New Year's party. Dude, nice, Berzul. Should link your shit, dude. Market or advertise your shit on my stream in chat. I'm sure people would want to see if you want to tell them about it. I want to see. Really, Zmeon? I've heard of random access memories. I don't really know anything about it, but I recognize the name. Yeah, that's true. Toaster. You can Google it? Okay. I will. Well, let's see. Gil is in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up any mo- Oh yeah, I forgot. It's happening today. We're meeting up with Gabby today. Read-only memories? Maybe. Random access memories sounds more like what I remember, but I mean, I'm drunk as fuck and you know, I haven't played it, so yeah, you're probably right. Read-only memories? I'm not sure. I've heard it's good, personally. I don't know. It was really bad? Huh. Maybe there are two different games. Maybe there's random access memories and read-only memories, and like one of them is trash and the other is good. But anyway, I barely know anything about it, so... Should you be sober for this? Well, I'm the kind of drunk where, like, I never forget anything when I'm drunk. I do sometimes, but not usually. I shouldn't say never. Anyway, relax. Everything will be alright, I can assure you of that. Drink something. Maybe that'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. You gotta go. You can do it. Will I stream that furry VN? You put a cap after that, but I'm curious what you're referring to now, because I don't know. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Va... Hey. You talk first. No, well... Some days ago I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I've never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after those problems, after all those years of not wanting to talk to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things, and she just says sorry. Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day and you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time she gave you an unopened beer bottle on the table and she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged. She knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day, but organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. The thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she did. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? and the rejection was what ended up killing her. The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what-ifs won't bring her back. I spent so much time hammering myself with what-ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized to her earlier? What if I'd given her a chance, given a chance to the research institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you at the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive. You're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition after all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though, if only she... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we're to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we're to honor her, we'll do it together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. Best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes away back way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods. I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? You sure? Of course I am. So how did you find me exactly? Well, you heard of a message board called Danger You? I have, yeah. Well, truth is, I visit it from time to time, and the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, I'm not mad. More like dumbfounded. Hey Joe, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were gonna get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. She could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time, and it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me, but what about my freedom? My say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her. Which is why it hurts so much, but you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So, that's what led to you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her argument about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. Could have been avoided if I'd kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Huh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but I kept pushing her. Should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We're quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. Why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us, too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it'll never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever forget to speak to her. I won't ever get to speak to her again. And it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You've both moved on after all that, but neither of you had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over these past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Mourning is fun and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's make something to toast Gabby with. Preferably something sweet. Yeah, something sweet. For, appropriate for a girl her age. Take a drink. Here you go. Grab this for a sec. Oh, okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make your rest easier. So know that I'll look after Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey, want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long, idiot? I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough, you idiot? Hey, Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. Huh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Chill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Right. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber, she thought to herself internally. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad a few days later. She said, "So, do you like eating me for lunch?" That sounds a little cartoony. That's a little stupid. Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never, at all. Hey, Gabby. Your parents know you're here? Well, they think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand. I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, "I knew it. I fucking knew you were a lesbian. Mark 1 for daddy." I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as the I said too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society, and in her circle of friends a lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sis's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Don't know. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. Haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No. She just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore. Thanks to you. Jill, I'm a bit dizzy. Must be the alcohol. Look at her face. Look at her blush. Her flushed face. The what? I did say let's break the alcohol taboo, didn't I? Yeah, but don't worry, it'll pass in a bit. And let this be a warning of the dangers of taking things from strangers in bars. First you feel dizzy, then you wake up in a bathtub full of ice. If you're trying to justify your action with a moral, you're digging yourself deeper. Huh? Thought there was going to be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? Small New Year's celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get color for the night, though. No alcohol. I think it's a bit late for that. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. You in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce to you. Valhalla, a cyberpunk bartender action. Well, I guess it's quite alright that we didn't make rent. Thank you, Fernando Damas. Damas. Thank you, Christopher Oritz. Thank you, Fernando Damas and Christopher Oritz. Thank you, Michael Kelly. Thank you, Julio Acosta. And whoever comprises Imba Interactive. Thanks for the quality. Cassandra Kaw, Chris Gorhui, Brian Queck, Cassandra Kaw, Chris Gorhui, Christopher Oritz, Andrea Oritz, and Brian Queck. I see a lot of overlap here in the credits. I like that. It's efficient. I'm a big fan of efficiency. Special thanks to me, because I comprise the You Right There group. Thanks to Python, probably. Thanks to Caleb Pedron. Did you have fun? Yeah! I had fun. Yep. I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why'd your boss hug you, though? She is that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. You're right. Good night, Jill. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Gracias. I think I may not be streaming anymore because I think my internet just went out, actually. It is back. Okay. What a convenient time for my internet to go out. Fortunately, it only was out for about 5 seconds, so it could have been worse. Anyway, this is the next day, I think. I don't know. I'm pretty drunk right now, so I don't know what the date it just showed was. Sigh, to think I'd be evicted. They're pretty ruthless. They don't even allow you to skip 1 month. I was 2 months late already, actually. Jill. At least it wasn't because you spent too much money on useless stuff, right? Right? About that. Forget it, I don't want to hear. Let's go to sleep. Tomorrow you'll regroup and think what to do next. Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here, by the... Whoa, your bed is huge. A queen size, considering I lived with a guy for the last 4 years. It can get lonely, but also really comfortable. Just like single life, I guess. I hope you don't mind sleeping with me, but there's not enough space for the futon in here. I haven't slept in a mattress in, over 2 years now. That can be good for your back. And bad for my morale. Anyways, good night. You're not late, Colin. I'll find something else to do for 15 or so more minutes at least. That's a good face, Jill. It's not the face I would expect Jill to make. It's hot in here. Having her hug me certainly doesn't help. I don't want to wake her up either. She looks so comfortable right now. I wonder if Boss would have let me crash in her place. Oh well, let's just try to sleep a bit and... No, Fora, go away. No, you piece of fur, don't you dare sleep on my You can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and money. Thank you for playing. So that's New Game Plus, is it? You'd think Jill would be more enthusiastic about sleeping with Alma, but I guess she's able to, how do you put it? Compartmentalize her whatever. Well, that's Valhalla. I'm glad I decided to play one more night. It would be weird to start streaming the game tomorrow and... oh, there's Gabby in the title screen. It would be weird to start streaming the game tomorrow and just have that day. What kind of progress did I make in that Friends Kafka game or whatever? I made a pretty good amount of progress. And the game is taking a weird direction, but that's okay. When you're cuddling with someone who isn't attracted to you, it's kind of a boner killer. Not necessarily. I mean, yeah. Yeah, a little bit, but not totally. What's the name of that game again? You got a synopsis of your progress. It's, Franbo is the name of the game. I made, yeah, like I said, pretty good amount of progress. And I'm in a point of the game where I don't know if the game is going to keep the same tone that it had for the first bit. And I'm going to be a little bit disappointed if it does not. But I think it will. We'll just have to see. I don't believe the game has any kind of gallery. So that's Valhalla. That's the game. Do a Silent Hill 3 speedrun real quick, old time's sake? No. I don't have System Shock 2 installed right now because I reformatted my hard drive. What drink do I have left? I have some cream left, so I'm gonna put some coffee liqueur into that. Yeah, Tiger. I'm planning on getting every ending I possibly can in this game. I'm gonna figure out, I'm gonna learn every literal thing I can about Valhalla. Because I really liked it. I really enjoyed this game. Anything it's possible to do in this game, I'm gonna do. Tonight, no. On stream, maybe not. I don't know. Haven't decided. Honestly, now that I'm done with Valhalla, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with my stream. As far as non-speedrun things go, Valhalla has been like the draw of my stream, I think. And I'm not ready to go back to speedrunning. Oh, yeah, sure, Greedo. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I will, Smail. You can search its folder instead. Yeah, I guess. We do not have Dread out, I'm sorry. So what do I rate it? 9, probably? 9 out of 10? Yeah, I mean, I'll keep playing Franbo on stream for sure. You know what, Cullen? I might actually stream some more Gothic. At least a little bit, until I can figure out what else I want to do. Because like I said, I am keeping on playing it, just not streaming it. But if I'm going to keep playing it and I'm not streaming anything else, I might as well stream it, right? So I might stream it a little bit more. Yeah, Gabby's hair, she looks kind of like a cat boomer. Oh, I see Zmayon. Okay. What would have made it a 10? I don't know. I mean, 10, by my rating scale, a 10 out of 10 game is perfect. Literally no flaws. I have never played a game that is a 10 out of 10, and I probably never will. So, I mean, it's hard, you know. If I list things that would have made Valhalla a 10 out of 10, it would be like, you know, looking for things to nitpick. If you could see Alma's titties, and Kira Miki's, and Jill's, then it would be a 10 out of 10. Those are requirements for the 10 out of 10. It would be impossible for it to be a 10 out of 10 without those things. Several other things as well. It would be absolute requirements for a 10 out of 10. I mean, you know, that's what I mean by when I call it a 9 out of 10, I basically mean it's a perfect game. It's literally not a perfect game, but it's perfect. As far as how a game is realistically going to be. Jill's ass, yeah. That's another requirement for the 10 out of 10. I'm sure I can, Colin. I'm sure that's accurate. Romancing waifus would be nice. Well, that's the thing, Tiger. Like, yeah, you get a 10 out of 10 game bot. You should be able to watch Streaming Chan bath time. Well, we can't afford her subscription, dude. What was I gonna say? Like, Jill actually being able to romance the waifus. I mean, I know that's what people want, but like, Jill has this whole inner conflict about Lenore, and how she's like, she doesn't want to be sexually active because of her bad feelings she has still about what went down with Lenore. She's not looking for a relationship, basically, is what it comes down to. And that's part of her character, and so yeah. Her being able to romance people would not work, I think. But it gets resolved in the end, leaving her open. Well, yeah, like if it was like a like a post-game kind of thing, sure, yeah, let her romance the waifus, but throughout the game, as we experienced it up to this point, I don't think it would work. They should do a spin-off. Somebody the other night, and I haven't found the source for this, but somebody the other night said that Sukeban Games said that if the game sells 100,000 copies, they will make Valhalla porn. I think if the game sells 100,000 copies, they should make a sequel in which you romance the waifus, which, you know, may or may not be pornographic. I would actually be fine if it was not. Maybe not even a sequel. Maybe an expand alone. How much is this game? I think it's $15. They said that on Twitter. Fair enough. They talked about wanting to make DLC. Yeah, see, they could do that. They could make DLC that was post-game content where Jill is okay with starting to date. I wonder how many copies it sold as well. The game, as far as I can tell, has had an extremely good reception, but that doesn't necessarily mean it sold a lot. It is an indie game. I may play some Goku Rants one day, Colin. I'm gonna play Daitekoku first, even though Daitekoku's art is not as good as Rance's. It's more my kind of game, kind of. I have done my part as well, Tiger. Yeah, Daitokoku's. I played like the first third of Daitokoku. It was fun. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Burzo. One of the things I was gonna bring up is, like, okay, that was a good ending. I liked it. I was glad to see Jill resolve the thing with Gabby and all that, but there are a lot of things I thought were going to be resolved that were not. And like I still don't know exactly what Anna was. Maybe that's something that's going over my head, but play Monster Girl Quest? No. I like the idea behind Monster Girl Quest, but no. Okay, GameBot. Good night. I think I'm going to keep streaming for another 10 minutes or so, but just to give everybody a fair warning, I'm not actually going to play any games. I think I'm going to just sit here and chat. Because I don't want to stream too much longer, but I do want to keep streaming a little bit. Just because I don't really want to... I don't know where to go after that ending. I don't know what to do. It's about banging Alice. The closest we got to an explanation was the whole nanomachine cluster. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, Toaster. It's like, since this game takes place in a cyberpunk setting, it's like, well, it could just be Jill kind of losing it because she's so stressed. Or it could be some sci-fi bullshit. You don't know. Yeah, that's what I expect, Greedo. Well, like I said, Greedo, I did start a new game the other day to take a screenshot of a scene that happens early in the game. So I was able to remember the opening scene when you start a new game where Anna is like breaking the fourth wall and everything. So I remember that, but I still don't know exactly what she is. I get boners while streaming all the times, man. You just can't see them because I don't do crotch cam. Oh, thank you, Colin. We are living in the infancy of a cyberpunk world, as Monarch has pointed out. Hi, Colin. Oh, the combo. Oh, man, that's a good shit. Thanks, Colin. I really appreciate that. My phone has Wi-Fi on. What the fuck? Turn that shit off. TBH, you like the concept of sci-fi things being scary, spooky things like ghosts and unnatural phenomena? So do I. I mean, as a big fan of System Shock 2, of course I do. Like in System Shock 2, there are ghosts, and, you know, it explains like right off the bat that it's cyber stuff. It's not a forum post, Zmayon. It's a submission to... Let me think of a way to share it with everyone that is not going to fuck me over. How many pages long is this? 8. Maybe I can just save this. Please share it with the people that will fuck you over too. Oh, I will. Thanks, man. I'm not a speedrunner though. Not anymore. All I do is play Valhalla. You know what? I might not even do New Game Plus. I might just start a new game and play Valhalla from the very beginning on stream all over again. I'll read out every line of dialogue from the beginning. I'll pretend I'll pretend I'm seeing everything for the first time, so everything is a surprise. I just want to relive the last month and a half over again. HJ. I have a pretty big difficulty playing games. Yes, Colin, you are correct. Oh, I will, Monarch. Don't worry about it. Trunk has no internet? What the fuck is happening with Trunk? Oh, by the way, Colin, thanks for getting my back on that. Thanks for telling everyone the truth about my cock. Really helps me out. Yeah, what the fuck is going on with the Shunpug, dude? I've caught some hints here and there from Twitter. And she seems like she's kind of having it rough, but I don't know. I'm gonna search for my old username some more and see what shows up. I'm trying to make absolutely sure that everything's gonna be fine. What the fuck? I googled my old username and the result is like a bunch of Indian people. Oh, that's because it's like auto-correcting it to some Indian name. That's interesting. There's someone on Twitter whose Twitter name is my old username, but they're not in any way related to me. And they haven't posted on their Twitter for 6 years. Oh, I might have found something. Oh, found something else. Here's my old account. Don't think I posted anything with this account, though. No, I was just using this to look at the forum. Here I am. I haven't even been glancing at chat for about the past 3 minutes, so don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. I'm finding a lot of shit about Morrowind, so there's that. Ooh, I'm just so paranoid about this. I think there's not even a current forum for that anymore. Wow. I'm actually amazed at how little I'm finding about my old identity. It's just all gone. Okay, did I submit a really embarrassing photo of myself at that Christmas party? No, I've never taken an embarrassing photo of myself. Good night, Tiger Dragon. Thanks for being around. Okay, y'all. I gotta go to sleep. Thank you, Sukaban Games, for Valhalla. I'm pretty drunk right now, so I can't properly end this. I can't. Everybody please remember to drink a drink of water. Imagine, HJ. Imagine, everyone. Good night. Thank you.